It's a bit of a hybrid model where in Clay, you get access to 100 or so data providers. You consume data from them via Clay credits. Ideally, as you find the particular data points that matter for your business or the growth campaigns that matter for your business, you're able to scale your usage of credits with your lead generation and pipeline generation. And for most marketing teams, when they find something that works, they want to hammer it, and our product allows them to do that. But what we do is we gate the functionality of the product that delivers credits at different tiers. So we only allow you to pull a sort of limited number of people at any one time. And if you need to pull more than that, you then have to upgrade tiers. Same with the credits themselves. Each tier is capped at a specific number of credits. There's really no concept of overages. You have to move to a further tier, which has more features that presumably you'll need to run these more complex go-to-market motions as you scale. And so it's not just a straight line of buy however many credits you want and buy more and more and more as you go. We actually try to, I don't know if extract is the right word, but we try to align our pricing and the unit costs, which actually go up with the different tiers, with our perception that if you are scaling credits with Clay, you have found something that is working in your go-to-market, and we can take a bigger chunk of that because your business is more successful, and thus we are playing a bigger role in that.
Just as a pause, I think credits. Can you just take a moment and I know we didn't talk about this, but credits is one of those packaging and positioning things and guardrails that are about how you message. But can you maybe help us understand that?
Yeah, well, for example, a phone number in Clay is 8 credits. So if you want one phone number, you have to pay 8 credits for it. One reason people like Clay credits is if the data provider does not give you the data back, we refund you the credits. Or if you invalidate the data, for example, you pull an email and then you use an email validator and it returns invalid, then we also refund you the credits. So you're supposed to pay credits for data that is valid. We've played with this quite a bit. On the self-serve side, I've explained the kind of tiering system. When I first joined the company, we had a platform fee that we were attaching to all of our enterprise contracts. And I thought, of course, that made sense. We should charge for the value of the enterprise package, but also allow people to scale credits. Well, that turned out to actually be a real showstopper in a lot of our deals. Procurement teams would pick it apart. People would then dig into, well, what value is the software actually providing to us? And so we ended up actually, even on the enterprise side, bundling the cost of delivering the enterprise package and some of the value that we saw in that package just into the credits. And so all the way through with Clay, it scales with credits. And what's funny to me is we've actually made this mistake again. When we launched our signals package, we were charging a kind of cost per job changer, and that didn't allow customers to scale. It didn't allow them to spin up more job changers at 2 a.m. without talking to us. And so we actually moved our signals packages back to a pure credit-based model where if you want to monitor 10 contacts a month for job changers, you have to pay 3 credits. So credits for Clay has been this massively clarifying thing. And then for our team, it has allowed them to really align the cost that we are paying for the data with be charging per credit. And so I'm big into credits these days, is what I'm saying.
I love it. At the end of the day, it makes it easier for the customer to adopt and predict their usage, which we'll talk about.